Namaste and welcome to Nighttime Movie Reviews with Advitya and Aradhya Axat. Advitya is peacefully asleep right now, so I won't disturb her, but she was a big part and she watched these movies along with me, although she didn't get much to be honest. After all, what do you expect from a newborn? But what I want to talk to you about tonight is a Hindi movie called Wo Teen Din. Now, this movie is very Kafkaesque. If you haven't read Franz Kafka, he was, well, how to put it, absurdly surreal about the Sisyphean struggle of the common man. And this movie stars Sanjay Mishra, awesome Max, fellow Bihari thespian, and I aspire to be like him and Pankaj Mishra and of course Manoj Bajpayee, whose latest movie Gulmohar we did watch on Disney Plus Hotstar, but it didn't really hit home. But I mean, that's just me. Please do feel free to share your opinions and your comments. Uh, After all, that's what the internet is. It's a public forum, which is why you and I, fellow movie aficionados, can connect and collaborate and discuss new ideas, get things going. But alright, coming back to Wo Teen Din, because nothing gets going in this Kafkaesque movie. I'm going to refer to my notes because I don't want to miss out on any of the good points that this movie made. So, yeah, there is also the dependable actor Rajesh Sharma and the bewildering Chandan Roy Sayal, who I have had the pleasure of meeting in person way back when we were living in Dwarka with a senior of my college. And I will not mention his name without his permission, but you know who you are, sir. Cheers and Foxy. All right. So, oh yeah. So back then, Chandan's movie Prague had just been released or something like that, and yeah. So Prague is also a good watch. It's at least something different in terms of Indian cinema, at least. So Indian indie cinema is also progressing by leaps and bounds. Student films, some of them are nice, most of them are, well, bad. But everybody's got to start somewhere, right? Even I started YouTubing during the lockdown days, but let's leave the past aside because the past is history, the future is a mystery, like I say in my sports shorts highlights about the Indian cricket team, Manchester United, Odisha FC, who will be playing in the Super Cup right now. So, all in all, excellent stuff going on in this movie. I totally recommend it. And okay, so what I liked about Votin then was because of its sort of absurd, uh, repetitive, uh, and sometimes, frankly, very easily recognizable green screen effect. Sanjay Mishra plays a rickshaw puller, and you can kind of yeah, you can absolutely tell when some of the shots have been shot against a green screen of moving trees and backgrounds, uh, so that they could edit those pieces of dialogue into the movie. It's a very, like I said, Sisyphean movie because the myth of Sisyphus, and I'm talking about Albert Camus here, who is another absurdist and mm, I mean, one of the, I would say, prominent proponents of absurdism, although I don't know whether he totally embraced that term or not. But this movie depicts how absurd the struggle for earning a daily wage can be for the poor and the downtrodden and the unfortunate. And it sort of puts things in perspective because we get to appreciate our privilege at having such a good life. I mean, everybody can find something to complain about, but it helps to put things in perspective when if you must compare, why don't you compare to someone who's lower down the social strata than you are? And I mean, do something to make them, to elevate their status rather than try and pull down others who are higher up than you. But anyway, leaving all these social commentary aside, the movie is sort of enjoyable. I highly recommend it, but only if you have the patience to sit through it. I mean, don't come at me in the comments saying that it was, just going around in circles and not going anywhere, because that is exactly what Kafka's protagonists face in his novels. So I would recommend Franz Kafka, I would recommend Wo Teen Din, and I give a huge, huge, you know, applause to Sanjay Mishra, Chandan Rosyal, and Rajesh Sharma for their quite uh, empathetic acting in this movie. All right, so I think I have said more than what I had. I have said more than what I had set out to say, and with that, I will call this nighttime movie review with Advitya and Aradhya Akshat to an end. I will be recording maybe one or two more tonight. India just lost to Australia in the ODI series, and the IPL is starting, so you might want to smash that sub button for Awesome Max Fun, because I might be live streaming some of the IPL matches when I get time off after work. And well, let's see how this goes. Thank you so much once again for watching. Namaste, take care, and stay safe.